I'm starting to think that Alliance wants to be the #1 fifth wheeler in the market, because every time I walk inside one of their fifth wheels, I'm actually seeing something I haven't seen before, or I'm just taken back by the innovation that they put into their rigs. And I think this is the best rear bunk fifth wheel for the size I've ever seen. So special shout out to Parris RV here in Payson, Utah. They did allow me to do this video. If you are in the market, be sure to ask for Jessica. Let's get into the video. Now this Alliance 31 BHS is 33 feet long, 11 inches, 101 inch wide body, and this does have PVC roofing, which is good for reflective and it's long lasting. Now this one does have two 13,500 BTUs, and Alliance dubs these as ultra quiet. Now this one does have the optional 320 watt solar panel with 20 amp controller, inverter prep, and 5 dedicated outlets. It also has 98 gallon freshwater tank, 106 gallon gray water tank, and 53 gallon black tank. Now, do you guys hear that? You hear that water? If you are in the market for an RV and you're close to making your decision, this is the best time to go look at rigs, because you can figure out how well the rig is made. It does have water leaks, things like that. Perfect time to come out. Now out back you have your rear bunk, as I mentioned. You have these steps here to pretty much climb above. And this is a big area to sleep for one kid. You can probably sleep 2 kids up there. And of course you have another one down below. They do provide lights above. And check out what looks to be your wardrobe. More like a linen closet there. And then a second one. I would like to see a wardrobe back here, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. You have power plugs, and they do duct this area too. Now, if your kids are playing games and getting rowdy, you can close this door to have a little bit more peace and quiet. And nice farm style door too. Up on the roof, since we're already pointing up, you do have a roof vent fan right there. And then you have one 13.5 BTU AC unit, and there's a second one in the bedroom. 12 volt refrigerator, and it's pretty quiet too. Actually not pretty, it's really quiet. It does have LED lights, and there's a lot of storage in here too. Above the refrigerator, wow, very deep storage. And this looks to be your pantry off to the side. Something Alliance loves to do is give you a pantry. And this is decent actually. It's not wide, but it's adequate. Now let's go ahead and open up the kitchen. Check this out. It's a lot of places to store things. Microwave, convection, 3-burner cooktop, nice countertop space too. No divider for the sink. And check out your oven. It's gonna be, is it a Greystone, I believe I saw? Yep, Greystone. Pretty decent size. And by the way, these drawers are all reinforced. Not a lot of manufacturers do that, guys. And I've already had 2 of my drawers fall through. And this is one you definitely want to be reinforced, because you put your pots and pans down here. And then that's below the sink. And let's just say you need more countertop space. Here you go. They thought about just about everything in here. Now these are not soft close, by the way. But they do not have any hinges though. So they do hide those for you. And check out this wall here. Whenever you come into your RV, especially if it's like a family of 4 or 5 or 6, whatever it is, you always want places to wiggle off your shoes. And I like that they give you this spot here, and then you can put some shoes down below there. A lot of windows on this side too. And because this is a 101 inch wide body, this actually feels bigger than it is. Large fireplace with your radio, and these look to be speaker grills. Nice area to put stuff. And if you are watching TV, this might seem like a bad angle, but watch this. So this is a little bit better, but it is pretty tall. But who goes camping to watch TV? unless you live in it full time. Oh, by the way, this is rated for full-time living. Not all RV manufacturers do that. Now, as far as your like extra seating goes, they do provide this ottoman, and it provides storage. You can use it as a footrest, whatever you want. Nice dinette. There's no legs below too, by the way. And check how big that window is. Power plugs right there. Wow. And then above your couch here, you do have an accent light with more storage. And just really quickly, side to side, pretty good. And then they do provide 2 USBs. And let's check out your control panel. This is how you turn on the lights, or some of the lights. You have a hallway light here, and how you control your heater, your slides, your tank heaters, just all kinds of stuff. And walking up the steps here, here is the bathroom. Nice little cubby here for the toilet. I like that actually. Pocket door. Well thought out bathroom too, by the way. Under the counter sink. A little bit of countertop space. Power. Does this open? I don't think this opens. This does not open. Okay. And no storage down there, but you do have some right there. And you do have 2 ways to get into the bathroom. Wow, this is really nice. It's how you turn on the vent fan, lights, and they do provide a door, not a pocket door, for your master bedroom. You have lights right here. By the way, all the lights are dimmable in this rig. I like that. That's a big deal for me. There is going to be storage under the bed. It is assisted. Wow, it's deep. There is a farm style door right here, and this wardrobe is on a slide out. Wow. You have more drawers here. Nice sunlight comes through this window. And just more storage. Large nightstands with power. And remember, all these drawers are going to be pretty much reinforced. So where you can put your television at. And this is a little bit smaller. But adequate. Alright, you guys ready to go outside? Let's go outside. If you've never been to Utah, that never gets old. Now, starting off on the front cap, this is a wide body, and they do have a docking light down below. RhinoFLEX through Kurt is the pin box they're using. And this is how you turn off those docking lights. And then check out your storage below. You have your controller for your solar, your inverters right there, and dual battery box. And then off to the side, you have a 30-pound propane tank right here. And then check out your storage too. All these doors are key to light, which is nothing new today. They do provide central lights on both sides. And it does have a solid floor surface too. One awning on this side, which is good. And they do have a support for it right there in the middle, since it is pretty big. They're using the step above their Moride. Asdel sidewalls, outside speakers, and then check out some of the things that they're doing here. Creed 3000, Goodyear tires, and they are nitrogen filled. This is going to be a ST235 8016 and 3,420 pounds of capacity at 80 psi. Good stuff here. And notice that there's no slide out on this side, so you don't have to worry about that intruding on your campsite. Power plugs here. And I did not mention, you do have 4-point auto leveling. Sewer hose storage down below, right there. And more storage out back. outside refrigerator, power, so you can kind of hang out back here with lights. And then you can tow with this rig, 3,000 pounds, 300 pound capacity for the tongue weight. They do prep it for a camera. And check out this huge storage. You have storage for days. They do provide a light. And then here's a place out back you're gonna have to dump from. That's gonna be most likely for the kitchen. Low point drains. This is a 6-gallon water heater. And then this is what I'm using to power this rig, by the way. Rack and pinion slide out. Schwintek slide out right there. And then this is the other area you're gonna dump from right there. They do provide your freshwater tank, which is 98 gallons. It's kind of before the axle, so you might have a little bit of weight transfer if you are traveling with water. Suburban heater. And then here's the other side for the basement area. Nautilus system. And they have your valves. Another light, which is gonna be centered right there. It's a really nice rig. This is where your auto leveling system is going to be. And let's take a look at the numbers. Gross fuel weight rating is going to be 12.5. Gross axle weight rating is going to be 6,000. Unloaded vehicle weight is just under 10,000 pounds. But you can add an additional 2,496 pounds of cargo. Now let's go ahead and pick out a truck for this rig. For this example, I am going to use my new 2024 Chevy Silverado, which has the 6.6 gas. And here are the numbers for the truck, and down below, that's how I got the numbers right off the door. As far as your passengers and cargo goes, this is going to be a husband and wife, 200 pound male, 135 pound female, and 200 pound kids. And figure 350 pounds for either a hitch or any other gear you decide to put inside the truck. That's going to give you 885 pounds, which is only going to leave you with 2,915 pounds to tow a trailer. So I already have the hitch weight in. Now let's take a look at the website for Alliance. If you go on Alliance's website, they show you the dry weight and the hitch weight. I normally take this number, divide it into this one, and it came up with 18.5%. I'm only going to use 20% because this trailer doesn't have propane tanks, batteries, things like that. So that's going to affect the hitch weight once you load it up. So here's the numbers. Like I said, I added 2,000 pounds to the trailer that we reviewed. So 2,389 pounds is the hitch weight. And with your passengers, cargo, and hitch weight, you still have available 526 pounds. So if you want to take your dog or an extra kid with you, you have a little bit of wiggle room for this RV. The number one thing everyone gets wrong when they're looking at towing a RV is your towing capacity, and they forget to include the passenger and cargo weight. So hitch weight is going to take majority of the capacity away from you. So be sure to do your numbers. And in some cases, it might make sense to go to a dually if you go over 15,000 pounds for a fifth wheel.